for the very waiting.
So, let's get into this conversation we had in our production meeting.
Yep.
So I'll use this to kind of go to what we were talking about. And I was going to save this for deeper than rap. But I said, you know what? Let's just do it for the quorum, for the regular quorum, I should say. So remember back late last year, 50 had said he was going to bring back the Cosby Show.
Okay.
He was going to bring. Now let me rephrase that. He was trying to bring back something that emulated the Cosby Show, that feeling of the Cosby Show, right?
That would be interesting.
Now, I honestly, in my heart, think that 50 could do that if he matches up with the right people. Because, what he's done with BMF, what he's done with, Power, the whole franchise, that they're on two different ends of the spectrum, right?
Yes, very.
But I think that 50 is real enough. He can team up with the right people that can bring that out. Because 50 always comes from a real place with all of these things that we're mentioning here. So regardless how y'all feel about him, I mean, I'm sure somebody's watching this like, yo, 50 ain't this, he ain't that. But just the evidence of what he's done, the success that he has had, I think that he can pull it off.
I think he can too.
Walt was I'm sorry, what you were saying? Sorry,
no, go ahead. Like I said, I think he can too, but go ahead.
I was gonna say Walt was talking about just basically like in the production meeting, he was talking about like, yo, like where are all the black sitcoms? Like at one point we had a whole gang of black sitcoms.
That's true. We did.
We're talking about like, and I think the booming era, if y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say like around 93 is when black sitcoms was really cracking. Like at one point you might have had like one, maybe two popular ones. But when Martin hit, it was over. Like when Martin hit, I think that's when Fox was killing them.
Yeah.
In Living Color.
Yeah.
Living Single. Like they were killing them. Busting them in the head with like this classic shows.
Fresh Prince, Different World.
Fresh Prince, Different World was out there.
It's weird too. Like as we naming some of these sitcoms, a lot of the elements they had in them, like some of them like were comedies and funny, but the messages that some of them were giving, like they were like in a space, they were in a positive space. There was no like real major like drama or like major like any real negative vibes coming from these sitcoms, these shows. They were like in a positive space.
Don't forget about New York Undercover.
New York Undercover was good, and it got gritty, but I put New York Undercover on the level of like Law and Order and stuff like that.
But see,
in that sense, I mean, because it was what it was. But my thing is like, as we like today. Like, yes, the question, where is all the sitcoms like that? Because like today, right now, like how many sitcoms can we say that, has a positive element like that brings like a sense of that feeling back like that? Like, we don't have as many as we can name in the heyday of those sitcoms. Like a lot, like we just named it a few minutes ago. What's like one of the dominant sitcoms that that we can recognize that that's black? It's Power, Empire, crime-related type shows.
Which I mean, I would say that these shows have a lot of it shows a lot of consequences behind actions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you do this, it's entertaining, but if you do this, like, listen, we all thought Ghost wasn't going to die, didn't we? Right? but he died. You know what I'm saying? And that's because it's consequences.
You giving it away from me because I ain't finished seeing all the power of Clint.
If you haven't seen Power yet,
I ain't seen all of it. It's too
late. Watch the newer episodes.
Yes, I ain't seen all of it, Clint.
Regular Power, they like five new shows in, and you think I'm about to sit here and hold up, telling people that Ghost dies? Everybody knows Ghost dies, but anyway, it's just consequences to what's going on. So, but back to what we're saying. So, but what you're saying is that basically that they're all. You think these shows are negative, like they don't
negative elements like. I remember watching those shows back then. Like you were able to pull something positive from those shows. Something positive. You was able to walk away with something positive from those shows. You had a different world. You had the Cosby Show. You had Living Single. You had Martin. You had Fresh Prince. You had and Living Color. You was able to pull something from these shows. Like some were fun. A lot of them were fun. Like Martin. Come on now. But you was able to pull something. He was able to walk away feeling good from these shows.
So wait, you saying that selling crack and getting a lot of money ain't positive?
Yeah,
it's. I look at it from the whole picture perspective, man. It's detrimental. Like it's tearing down our community. It's detrimental to our. It's putting detriments into our community, man. That's what I'm looking at it from.
Selling crack and getting money, son. I'm just saying.
But why? Go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
I do think it's like a reflection of a lot of our people's reality. Like I do feel like they kind of just letting you know, like when you look at Power and you see like, oh snap, like obviously drugs drugs is still a thing. Crack cocaine is still a thing. It's not what it was in the 80s, but it's still a crazy thing. It's still a crazy money thing. But when you see it and you see how it's done and you see how it's moved, there's like trust. Like when people see it, they be like, "Oh wow, I didn't know it was moving like this. I didn't know how it was like this." Like when you look at shows like one of my favorite shows, period, is The Wire. Like The Wire is one of my favorite shows, period. Like
love The Wire, man.
The science, because I feel like it has such a good balance of showing you, because it's not just showing you what the streets are like and everything. It's really showing you how the government and politics,
corruption, how it all plays a part. Yeah,
all that, and of course, Power does that too. I believe they got a lot of their chicks from The Wire. But I'm saying the way that The Wire does it is like. It shows you in like a perfect balance of like how everything is connected to everything. So when you see the police chiefs and you see the governor and you see the mayor and you see him cats giving money here and taking money here, and then you see that red line stuff, like you for real start to see like how your community becomes what it becomes. So
and go ahead. Finish up.
So when I as far as those shows, I do think they glorify negativity to a degree. But I think what Clint is saying is valid too. It's like they do show consequences. Like Ghost does die. Like he does die. Like Kanan does die. Then there's another main character that dies. The only guy who didn't die was the white guy. Tommy didn't die. Tommy is running Chicago right now. So I'm saying like But I'm saying like they for real. I feel like there is like some kind of truth to it. I do feel like this generation we kind of like. I feel like we're kind of like a bit like one way or the other way. I feel like we're a bit like too serious, or we don't know how to just chill out sometimes and have a good funny show. Like I remember we was talking about it. The show that I like, that we all like, is Abbott Elementary. I feel like that's
man, that show is hilarious.
Abbott Elementary is
excellent new show, instant classic.
Yeah.
It's like people, it definitely gives you like the Black Office vibes, but it's its own show. It's its own show.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what's so super dope about that show.
What's up?
And I'm gonna tell you. So most sitcoms has canned audiences, right? And a canned audience basically is the laughter in the background, but it's really not a crowd. So it sounds like it's a live audience in the back, but it's really not, right? Or it may be a live audience. So when you hear that in the background, it's like a trigger in your brain to laugh.
Yeah.
Even if it may not even be funny, but it triggers you to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not get it, but then that laughter comes from that. Abbott Elementary don't have none of that.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing I like about it.
Cracking up.
I like that. I like that stuff,
principal is hilarious.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites. She's one of my favorite characters, dude. She's
the Michael of the show.
That girl is retarded. That girl is crazy, man. Shout out to Abbott Elementary, man. And then it's got my boy on there from Everybody Hates Chris. He got another classic show because Everybody Hates Chris was a classic show.
Everybody Hates Chris. Hilarious.
Yeah, they didn't have a candid audience either, dude. So that was just like
another show, right?
Bernie Mac, the Bernie Mac show.
Oh, the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah,
I do feel like My Wife and Kids was good. It definitely had. It definitely had a really good run.
My Wife and Kids when Cat Williams is on there. Yo, son, Cat Williams, the little kid, the little nerdy kid. I'm trying to think. It's a man. My Wife and Kids is funny, like for real, like hilarious, funny.
Damon Wayans, man.
The Wayans and Living Color,
classic, yeah.
Just the Wayans family has done so much.
They have
for Black TV and movies. It's unbelievable, man.
I just want to say, like, man, like, don't get me wrong. I like the hardcore, like, television, everything. I got like, hey, Breaking Bad is my show. Sopranos is my show. I'm like the Ozark is my show. I like those drama heavy field shows. Power and Snowfall are my shows. I'm just saying that it's more of a heavy presence of these where I feel that there should be a good balance. Of this stuff, because for our community, us as a people, we've been through so much already in our history that it's entertainment and all this other stuff, but I feel that as a people we have our senses are very sensitive to a lot of this stuff, where we do pull from our entertainment that's around us. So if you have a heavy presence of this entertainment that's where it's not giving a good positive light on a lot of different things. I mean, you can even see it like on top of the type of music that we have that's out. If you don't have a good presence of like positive or thought-provoking or inspirational type of elements of in any entertainment, and you have more of a negative element in there, we draw to that because in some cases that's all we have. We identify with it a lot. So it's like it could be used as a weapon in some cases, where if you have a particular programming that's not filled with these messages, where people can take something and draw and grow from it, or become elevated from that type of material, it's like detrimental, and it could be like a deterioration of cultures of people. They're not given to different things.
Trent,
what's up, man?
All I'm saying is this: they selling crack and they getting money. That's all I'm saying, son.
The show Blackish, I haven't watched.
Blackish is a classic.
I have not watched it, to be fair. I gotta make sure I watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Oh no, I watched it. Like that was a really, really, really good show.
But how long did it take for us to get a show like that from all the other stuff that we've had before then? How long did it take for us to get that show? And then that show was pretty much by itself for a minute that was giving a positive outlook on black families and black cultures.
See, that's because y'all sitting there.
Now, black family. Now, that's the word.
Black family. How long?
Netflix got black family shows too.
Before Blackish?
What I'm saying is that
name me that black show. Name me that black show.
What's the name of the show with one of the Mari twins? Dang, I forget. I'm sorry, Carrington. If you're watching, I'm sorry if I said dang. You know, I'm telling you not to say dang. Man, what is the name of that show?
Our Family?
No, it's called Family Reunion. I think it's called something like that. But yeah. It's a good show. Me and Tay used to watch it a lot. Hold on, I'm about to tell you right now. Let me look it up on Netflix. I think it's called Family Reunion or Family. Yeah, I'm positive on the Family Reunion part. Hold on, let's see. Family Reunion. I'll show you. Hold on, let me see if I can get it up here on the screen here. See if I can see it.
No, I can't see that. I can't hardly see that.
I think they can see it, but yeah, it's called Family Reunion.
I see a ring glare in there.
Yeah, Family Reunion. Go on there, check that out. It's a good show with
Greenleaf. Y'all watch that.
I haven't watched Greenleaf.
See, here's the thing. You gotta understand. Black people love drama.
We do.
We do. No, Clint, we love.
We have Medea. We have Medea.
Nah. The House of Pain is not a funny.
We had a lot. But what I'm saying, we had a lot of black movies. Here's my thing. Here's what I say to this though. Y'all sitting here. Y'all sit here and wait for these other networks that are the opposite of our skin color to put out this stuff. Now, here's the thing. There's other black platforms that we do not support that has plenty of black shows. Like MC Light has a show that with a black family is a sitcom. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all?
Didn't know that. What
exactly?
What platforms? Like that?
I think it's called All Black. I think it's called All Black something.
That needs to be publicized as much as everybody else.
But see, you're waiting for the other side that's the opposite of our skin color to promote these shows.
I think that we need to advertise more of what's available. So, and me even saying that even is like that's even kind of controversial, and I think sideways about it too. But we have leaders in our community, but to what extent their abilities or their power is questionable. That's why I say it's controversial as far as what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do as far as promoting, the stuff that they should or they could be promoting with their presence and their platform. So I feel that, with the leaders that we look up to within our community, they should be championing and putting out there and even supporting and promoting these platforms or these outlets to where there's positive stuff that we got going on in our community, man. Like these platforms, they should be championing that. I mean that should be their job, honestly.
But now here's the thing. Once again, there's good stuff out there.
There is.
We're talking about music and we're talking about TV shows. A lot of us don't dig. Don't expect this stuff to pop up on your timelines. Don't expect it to be something to where it's going to be right in your face. You got to find it. You got to dig for it.
Like you do got to hunt. Like for good content. But I'm saying Abbott Elementary, everybody knows what that is.
It's on ABC.
I'm saying, but ABC take the show, even like when you think of
like on ABC
sitcoms that came out like 10, 15 years ago, from the Bernie Mac show into My Life with This. It was quality to the point where they were like, all right, yeah, we got to put this on regular TV. So I'm saying, when it comes to like I was going to ask y'all this, like when it comes to like the show we need, like more shows that we need, what do y'all feel like that is supposed to be? Because when you think about the show Insecure, I've watched it A little bit. Like I've watched some.
I've never watched Insecure.
My wife, she used to watch that.
Beyonce, she was like, "Come on, let's watch it," and I watched it.
Yeah,
it has some funny episodes, yo. Like it's more of a female thing. I'm not gonna front, but it is like it does have its moment. I can see like why like a lot of women like the show. So I was like, okay, I can see that. And I'm not necessarily saying that we need a black man show that's funny, that's ABC, XYZ. But I'm saying, when you think about the shows that came out in the 90s, it had a healthy amount of black men in them. Yeah. That was kind of like, you know, I feel like the relationship between black men and women is better, I guess.
I agree.
Right.
When you think about the relationship between us right now, I do believe that right now we are kind of at odds. It kind of goes in that sense of like black men and women, we kind of like, I feel like there's definitely like a trust issue going on. But I feel like that's reflected in the content. Even when you think about Insecure, Grownish, these are the shows that I feel like a lot of people my age and down, like in their 20s, like people are watching these shows and they're looking at these shows and they're just seeing how men and women are acting with one another. And I'm not saying that wasn't in the 90s ones too, but I'm just saying the trust level, I feel like it's reflected in our TV shows and movies too.
I mean, it's a real thing though. Yeah. It's a real thing. And by the way, that show is called Partners in Rhyme, and it's on the All Black Network, on All Black streaming platform. Okay. Excuse me. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got, listen, if you, I mean, because I've been wanting to buy it too, but, you know, like I always say, you know, my wife Tay been giving me the Matumbo when it comes to get
not today.
No, not in my house. No more. I can't get no more streaming platforms coming out my bank account. So she ain't having it. Cause I would love to get All Black. I don't know. I might just have to switch one of these out to get the All Black network. But,
for Hulu right now.
Yeah, I got Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix. Yep. Then I got Tidal coming out. So she was like, "Listen, Clint, we can't have no more streaming services coming out. It's just ridiculous." and Netflix is going up. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. But you know, the trick was with Netflix is that you got it. So they was like, "Yeah, for this quality, you can get this amount." I said, "You know what? I'll watch the DVD version of whatever y'all not about to get me on the HD and try to make me pay more. Nah, that ain't happening." But anyway, that was a good discussion, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I, like I said, I just think that we do, just to kind of bring everything to full circle, I think we all agree that we need more black films to balance it out, or black sitcoms, funny,
black positive black content. I would like to say, especially about
real. It's got to be real, but it's got to be good.
Real good, and like, you know, something that helps like push our family dynamics in a positive light, man. Like, you know, that relationship between us, like men and women. It's important.
Hey, people, watch the Wonder Years. It's good.
Oh, and the Wonder Years. ABC doing thing. They got the what's the one with Eve,
Queens.
That's good.
You got Abby's Elementary. It was Abbott, right? Abbott Elementary.
Abbott, yeah.
What else? It was another one, I think. It was something else. Then you got Wonder Years.
Yeah.
They doing their thing. Then they had Blackish.
Blackish and Grownish. They got Grownish.
No. Grownish is on
another network. Okay.
It's on the ABC. It's still on the ABC network, but it's on another channel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So shout out to ABC. Y'all doing that thing. I mean, are we going to change ABC to all black channel? I don't know. It could be all black channel. You know, ABC all black channel. I don't know. You know, y'all doing your thing. Shout out to y'all. You know, all black channel. Hey, but you know,
try.
Yeah, we might just do that. They might just take over. I don't know. But we gonna move on.